Hello everybody, Steve here. Today's video is going to be about sponsors. Now I have no sponsors, so I'm the wrong guy to be talking about it. That's why I'm bringing in Chris Roy from the YouTube channel Kayak Chris to come in and explain a little bit about what it means to be sponsored and how to get sponsors and so forth. Now this video is going to fall under my series of YouTube fishing, which is about helping other YouTube fishing channels catch more subscribers and get more views, where I bring in other YouTube fishing channels to come onto my channel to kind of explain specific topics. And in return, I basically put their video on my channel and hopefully it sends traffic to their channel. So without further ado, here's Chris Roy from Kayak Chris talking about sponsors.
Hi, this is Kayak Chris from Florida Kayak Adventures here on Key West kayak fishing. And today I'd like to talk to you about sponsorships. So, you've decided you're interested in looking for a sponsor, or you're just interested in finding out how you go about getting a sponsor. I'll tell you what I know. So why would I care about getting sponsors? Why would I care about a sponsorship? The thought never really occurred to me about getting sponsors until after I had been kayak fishing with a channel, a YouTube channel, for at least a year. And it all started not because I wanted a sponsorship, but because I wanted to get into ICAST, which is a big trade show, and I was told I couldn't go. I can't go because I'm not a member of a company in the industry unless I paid 150 bucks. So that's what started me wanting to be sponsored, was to become involved and become part of the industry. It's not about corporate, it's not about changing my life or doing this full-time as a business. There are YouTubers out there who desire to do YouTube fishing channels as a business full-time, and I think that's awesome. But quite frankly, I am very happy where I am in my life. And fishing is a hobby. And I just like taking that hobby to a different level. Let's talk about the positives of being sponsored. It's fun. I enjoy being sponsored. I went looking for sponsorships, and for the reason of entertainment, for the reason of becoming involved, for there are certain things like my line cutter ring that I use all the time. So when I heard that they're looking for people to promote their product, of course I wanted to jump in and help. I did not expect to get anything free in return because I know that I'm going to have to purchase a product. Usually they'll send you some swag like stickers or something like that, but for the most part you still buy the product. So what I'm saying is the biggest positive for becoming sponsored is the involvement. It does open doors for you to get into trade shows, meeting new people, especially other YouTubers. I've met a lot of really cool YouTubers that I've just watched on the computer, and now I've met them in real life. I've done some shows with them, I've done some work with them, or I've just fished with them and been around them and talked to them, and they're all, so far everybody's been really great. It's just been a fantastic experience. And a lot of that has come through being involved and being sponsored. Alright, let's talk a minute about misconceptions. The first thing people think of when they get a sponsorship is that they're going to get free stuff. They're going to get lots of free stuff. Well, to be honest with you, I have yet to receive any free stuff from sponsors, and I have 3 big sponsors actually. I have a kayak company, Eddy Gear. I have Line Cutters, which is just huge and blowing up. Great company there too. And I have Ardent, which is another huge company. Now there's benefits that come with becoming sponsored, but usually it's not free stuff. So no, being sponsored doesn't mean everything you get is free. When you see these people that say, oh look, I have a sponsorship from Ardent, or I have a sponsorship from whoever. They show you this big bag of rods. Chances are they had to buy those. They just get a bit of discount. How might a new channel use sponsorship to help grow their channel? Or why would you be interested if you're a new channel in sponsorships? The opinion of many, especially those veterans out there, are that sponsorship is not something you should be chasing after. In all honesty, you don't even have to have a channel to get sponsorship. You don't have to become somebody recognizable to get a sponsorship. You just have to want to be involved with these companies and promote their product. Negatives about being sponsored. Okay, I haven't really experienced many negatives, but it should be something I address. I would have to say one of the biggest negatives about being sponsored is sometimes I don't feel as free to go out and try new products if I'm already sponsored by a product of the same type, such as I've agreed with Ardent Reels to use Ardent Reels. The only time I don't use an Ardent Reel on my show now is if I'm using a type of reel that Ardent doesn't make. They are the best rods I've bought. So I have no remorse talking up Ardent and their rods. They have beautiful rods. Those Ardent Edge rods are gorgeous and they work great and they have great action and they're well made. So I'm 100% happy with the choices I've made as far as my sponsors go. Okay, how to get sponsored. For those of you looking to get sponsored, there is a place you can go and get a sponsorship. So I'm going to include a link, and I would appreciate it if you would use the link through me to go to this company called National Pro Staff and go to their website through my link. By going through my link, you actually get bonus points, which can be put toward getting gifts such as lures and cameras and shirts and all kinds of stuff from all the different sponsors. But you only get those 50 points if you go through my link. If you just go to National Pro Staff and sign up, you get nothing. So I'd appreciate it if you go through my special link, and of course I get credit for you going too, so it's good for both of us. But at National Pro Staff, that's where you are going to find all these companies that are looking for people, not professionals, average Joes, people with YouTube channels, people who are interested in being involved in promoting their product. You fill out the application, there's a fee, you pay the $20 fee. It's not a scam. The application actually goes to that company, the company reviews it, and they get back to you at their own time. Sometimes they don't get back to you at all. That's the way it is. Most of the time I have about a 50-50 ratio of sponsorships I've applied for and heard back from, and sponsorships I've applied for and haven't heard back from. And just because I've heard back from them does not commit me to anything. Once I see what they're about, what they expect, that's when I decide whether to come on board or not. So National Pro Staff is a great place to start if you're looking for sponsorships. Then once other companies see that you're sponsored, they're more comfortable approaching you and coming up to you and making you offers themselves. This is how I got on with Eddy Gear. I was first accepted by Ardent through National Pro Staff, then Line Cutters through National Pro Staff, but then I was approached by a friend that I made in the kayak industry who knew of this up-and-coming kayak company called Eddy Gear, and they were looking for just a few members at the time to get started and to get their word out there. And he said, hey, why don't you give Chris a try? He seems like a good guy. He's really into putting out videos. He'll support you. He's honest. At least I hope he said that. The next thing I know, I'm asked to fill out an application. I fill out the application. I hear back from them. Boom, I get a kayak in the mail for a fee. I didn't get that free either, but I did not pay full price. That comes with the sponsorship. I also got a really nice cooler, and I'll consider that for free because I got them both for one price, and the cooler was thrown in. So I'll say yes, I did get something for free. I got a really nice Eddy Gear cooler. If you're tired of people keeping it a big secret, that in order to get sponsored, you have to be special or accomplished or better than the rest. It's not true. You just have to want to be sponsored. So go through my link for National Pro Staff so you get bonus points. Then and start your journey. It's a great social media site. It hooks you up with other people interested in sponsorships and other people that fish in your area. And it's definitely a network where you can get connected with like-minded individuals when it comes to the fishing industry. Thank you to Key West Kayak Fishing for giving me this opportunity to discuss sponsorships with you. And if you have any further questions, please feel free to look up my YouTube channel. Just do a search for Kayak Chris, and I'll be more than happy to engage you in conversation. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you watching.
Well, I hope that provided some valuable insight into the world of sponsorships. I want to thank Chris for taking the time to create a very valuable and informative video about sponsors. Now, I chose Chris specifically because he represents the majority of my viewers here that are interested in the YouTube fishing, which are up-and-coming channels just starting out. And he's already gone through the processes of getting that entry-level sponsor and then growing that and getting a handful of well-known, respectable companies to sponsor him and his channel. Chris has some other valuable information about sponsors on his channel, so in this description, I'll post a link to his channel, as well as a prior video he made about his growth and growing strategy for getting more sponsors. I'll also provide the link that he utilizes for that website that provides a list of all the major companies that are offering sponsorships. Now, utilize that link because it'll give Chris credit for sending you to that site, as well as providing you with some bonus points that you can utilize to buy other products from these resources. So again, thank you to Chris. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.